Well, hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 171 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day to achieve our goals, get what we want in each of the different areas and aspects of our life. This month, we're focusing on our financial goals and our financial well-being. And I feel like I'd be remiss if we didn't spend a day talking about financial experts, financial coaches, financial advisors, financial managers. How do you pick them? How do you pick the one or ones that are right for you? And how do you know who to trust? So I'm going to share a couple of tips about that, a couple of things to consider when you're hiring someone to help you manage your finances, your financial well-being, your financial health, and to achieve your financial goals and objectives. Been down this road a lot and learned from some big mistakes, trusted some people I shouldn't have trusted, which I think is part of my learning experience. But if I can help you and save you from having to make mistakes of believing in the wrong people and trusting the wrong people, I want to do that. And I think some of these tips will help. Our action item today is going to be to ask ourselves, do you have a financial advisor or a financial expert in your life, somebody that you look to for thoughtful, guided information, somebody that you feel 100% that you can put your faith and trust in them? And then how did you pick that particular person? Share your story about that. I have had a terrific accountant for a long, long time. And I learned from my dad, you need to really research, especially when you're running and owning and operating different types of businesses. You need to make sure that your accountant and your financial advisors are people that you interview, pick, and trust. Early on in my career, I interviewed, I think, probably a dozen different CPAs and accountants before I selected the one that I decided to work with. And, it paid me very well, and the person advised me in things like taxes. It saved me literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, over the course of my career and my tenure with that particular accountant. So we need to know how to pick them. And I picked them, I interviewed them just like I was hiring someone for my company, but with even more intent and more scrutiny than if I was just hiring. Well, I do the same thing when I hire people that work in my organization, or especially that become partners or become a part of my organizations. Well, so what are some of the things to consider when we're looking for someone who's going to advise us with respect to finances? My first thing, and I'm gonna deviate from this list because some of the things that I found are the most telltale signs of whether you want to work with someone or not aren't on any list that you'll find. One is, what is the person's success and track record with managing their own finances? Guess what? There are hundreds of thousands of financial advisors out there that are broker than you, advising you on how to spend your money. And they're often just glorified salespeople for a particular group of products or services that the organization they actually work for and represent is paying them to sell and giving them commissions. And that's how they make their money, not actually being successful in investing or managing their own finances, but by selling financial products and services for the organizations that they're associated with. So that's one of the biggest things I found, is look at and know who you're taking advice from. And if they're not better off than you probably ought not, or you should at least think twice about taking advice from them. It's why I don't take financial advice from some of my friends and family. Some I do, some absolutely not, because they are not better off than I am in a particular area or aspect. So the first thing we want to look at is credentials and expertise. Do they have any certifications? Are they qualified? How much? And then second, experience and track record. Do they have experience and a track record of helping people that have similar financial goals to you? Thirdly, client testimonials and referrals. One of the fastest, easiest ways to find out if somebody is the real deal is to talk to, not just read online. Please don't just read online. It's like looking at someone's online resume and then hiring them off that and trusting that everything that they put in there is 100% true and accurate. People tend to color things in a way that makes them look more favorable, but that might just be their version of events and the truth, not other people's versions and experience with them. So don't just read client testimonials and referrals. Actually contact and talk to a couple of them. People will tell you about their experience with them. And if you can find somebody that's got a similar situation to you, that's absolutely the best person to talk to. 4, look at their fee structure and how transparent they are with how they make money and how they charge you for the products and or services that they provide to you. Fifth, communication style and personal connection. Do you feel like they are the right person for you? I interviewed a lot of accountants and lawyers in my time that were super duper talented, way smarter than I could ever be in a million years, and had expertise in the area that I was looking for help in, but I felt something was off. You know, I always believe that we need to check in with our sixth sense, our intuition, our gut, when it comes to making any big decisions, but especially we want to find someone that will communicate with us in a way that we want to be communicated with and that we can communicate with, and they understand us and where we're coming from. And we also want to make sure that we feel like they're the kind of person we want to work for, because our feelings matter. 6, alignment with your financial goals. Do they have your financial goals in mind or their own financial goals in mind? There's something called a fiduciary responsibility or fiduciary duty. Are they that type of a financial expert where they put your best interests first ahead of their own, or are they just working for a company and selling you the products and services that that company sells? When I was younger, I didn't know that that was a thing, and that a lot of financial advisors just work for an organization and they advise based on the products and services that they get the most benefit from selling. That is not a fiduciary duty. Same thing happens in real estate. Specialization. Are they specializing in helping the type of people that you are or want to become? If you're a business owner and they've never worked with a business owner, probably not the best financial expert for you. So how do you go about finding them? Seek referrals. Seek referrals from people that are creating things similar to you in the world. If you want to supersize your business, look for people that have worked with financial experts that help them to grow and build and supersize their business. You can check in with professional organizations depending on what industry you're in. Some people will be able to refer you or give you a list of, hey, here's all the financial experts in the real estate field. Here's all the financial experts in the online field, etc. And you can then do your due diligence, always do your due diligence, and investigate and look into these people. Never just trust anyone blindly, especially based on their marketing and the stuff that they have online. That does not tell you, and you know, it's like buyer beware is still true. Just because it's online doesn't mean it's true. Just because it's on the news doesn't mean it's true. A lot of times it's 99% false or manufactured information. So be careful about that. And make sure that you vet them, check them out, research them, do your due diligence, and that you, but there's all kinds of platforms where you can find financial experts or experts in any field these days. But again, it's always do your due diligence. Our action item again today is answer the question, do I have any financial experts in my life? And if so or if not, do I want one? Do I need one? But if you do have one that you trust and you like, you don't have to share the person, but share how you went about finding them, because that will help us all learn the best way to find them as well. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow, and we're going to talk about financial lifeline. I love the lifeline exercise. All right, have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.